Hi, I'm the host of the STO Smokers Lounge. I'm here to tell you about Anchor, the perfect app that you can use right now to start your own podcast network. You can broadcast right now. All you got to do is download the app, whether you have a phone, iPad, or even a laptop or desktop. You can right now download Anchor or go to Anchor FM right now and start recording and have your stuff broadcasted over multiple platforms such as Spotify. So go to Anchor today and start your podcast career like I have. Because trust me, I love me some Anchor.
Favorite my hello.
What's going on with it, fam?
What's going on, man? How you doing?
Man, I'm doing good, man. Enjoying this California weather right now.
Man, this has been a long time coming.
For sure, man.
Now, first of all, bro, I just gotta say, look, that red jacket that you got, nigga, motherfucker, you should have had a pipe in that motherfucking goddamn picture, man. That shit, nigga.
Man, I do.
Sweet, dude. Wardrobe sweet, man.
Man, good looking, you know. Just trying to stay fly, you know.
I was sitting there, this motherfucker like, yeah, she even had the goddamn Richard Roundtree mustache and shit. I was like, okay, this nigga, okay.
I'm trying to bring that gentleman look. You know what I mean? That old school flair. That it's circus flair back. The gentleman.
Yeah, no, I feel what you're saying, man. Because like even with like a lot of the stuff, I see that the way you brand yourself is like that of like a Renaissance man, a gentleman. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Even with like even when you take the pictures with the fellas, man, that shit be like niggas be looking saucy and shit with the suits and shit. But like the fuck, they're like okay, these niggas is giving it to them, goddamn. That's what I'm talking about.
Right, you know what I mean? You got to realize we still are independent. So, we got to battle up against some of these major labels and these other artists. And some cats are shining, I mean, to me it's kind of like the rap game. You know what I mean? We just in another field, but I come from the rap game, so that's what I was doing anyway. I had to be fly on stage anyway. So, if we trying to catch the fish, we trying to catch the eye.
Hey, look. It's funny as fuck. I was talking to Peter King, and we were just talking about the same thing. It's like people don't realize how much the porn game mirrors the music game and vice versa, man. It's like they literally like, the same way I moved in music, I moved in porn. Like it really was no different.
Well, I think to me it made it easier to move over here in porn.
Yeah.
Because I was already out there promoting and on the ground, doing the street team stuff, all that already. You know what I mean? Even with my faces and all that, I've been doing that. I was just able to over here and get in where I fit in and just go.
Okay, well look, let me do my particulars and we're gonna get this thing cracking, all right, bro?
All right.
All right. Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Smokers Lounge here on Anchor, the perfect app for anyone who's trying to start their own podcast career. All you got to do is download the Anchor app onto your phone or go to anchor.fm, get yourself a profile, and start podcasting today. I'm talking about on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and many other platforms. And if you don't want to be a podcaster, you can just listen in. So go to anchor.fm or download the app on your phone. I'm your host, Kavanaugh the Southern Champ, aka the Porn Rap Star. Y'all know the drill. Go to allmylinks.com/porn rap star to hear my music, to watch my porn, to follow me on social media, and to look into the world of the Porn Rap Star. We are sponsored by the Facebook of the LS community. I'm talking about lsworld.com. So go there today, get yourself a profile, mingle with kink-minded people like yourself. Also, you might find a couple of events in your area that you might could attend to start your journey into the lifestyle and the BDSM world. Also, we're a proud member of the GW District Black Podcast Network. That's right, you heard right. Black Podcast Network. I'm talking about over 20 podcasts giving you the Black experience. And plus, while you're there, you can get some shopping done. We're talking about health, beauty, fashion, jewelry, masks, you name it, they got it from over 500 black retailers. So go to shopgwdistrict.com. Buy black, support black businesses, build the black economy so we can create generational wealth. Now I'm gonna let my homie introduce himself. We're gonna go from there.
What's going on, man? Straight up out the Stockton, California. It is your guy, the one, the only, Myster Mysterious.
So you was in music. This is just funny how this thing was popping up today. So
Yeah.
tell me about the music side before we get to your poem, man.
Well, you know what I mean? Shit, I've been doing music since the 90s. I mean the 80s.
Okay.
You know, the late
Okay.
80s. That's when I really jumped in.
Damn, how old are you, nigga?
Shit. I'm 47.
Shut the front door. We in the same bracket. Okay.
Oh,
okay.
yeah. You know, black don't crack.
Oh, yeah.
But you know, I come, you know, from I'm up here by the Bay Area, so I'm on the outskirts of the Bay. So I'm around here with like E40 and Too Short and all them folks around here. So you know, I came in with my rap name, and the rap game is called Trail Mix. So you know, I was doing that for many years, you know, performed with a lot of good artists. You know, Zap, Roger, Conscious Daughters, Sugar T, Loonies, 40, Ray J, fucking T-Pain.
See, you hit the West Coast dudes. I was hitting the East Coast dudes. Like DMX and Smith and Wesson and goddamn Nelly and shit. But fuck that. You did Zap. I'm jealous, nigga.
Well,
Zap.
see, but yeah, bro. You know, man, I did Zap twice.
Woo!
We did one up here in Modesto, California, and then we did another one down in LA. So you know, yeah, that was nice.
Man, good.
My homeboys that was producing for me, he got to you know, sit down with Roger himself and make some tracks with him. So, you know,
that's sweet.
Yeah, it was all good, you know. But being in the town that I'm in, we didn't really get going like everybody else around us. So you know, I try to take it to LA and all that stuff, but you know, I did what I could, and then you know, I had wrote a song for the United States Census, and they had me on tour for them for about 3 months. And I thought I was gonna blow up, but you know, it didn't go that way. So you know, I just got back to what I was doing, and I started working at a strip club, and you know, I was working at the strip clubs, the porn shops, all that old shit. So I was trying to get into this porn game way back in like 99.
Oh yeah.
You know, right before the hip hop and porn merged together.
Yeah.
And then shit, I had met Shawn Michaels down at AVN in LA in 99. And I ran up on him. I was like, look, Shawn, I want to do some music for you. And we sat down, had a little talk, and then, you know, he gave me his business card. I went home, wrote his theme cut for the Rock That Ass thing that he had. I sent it to him. And Shawn sent me a box back with about 5 DVDs and asked me to do you know, song for each one. But me being young and looking at the game different leagues coming from music, I'm looking at the party totally different. So, you know, we really didn't float that off. But, you know, I kept venturing and doing my own stuff. You know?
Yeah. So shoot. So when did you transition to the male talent?
I would say past 4 to 5 years.
Okay.
You know, I had figured, you know, I was trying to figure out how to get things going, how to get my stuff seen and all that stuff. And something said get on Twitter. So once I got on Twitter, you know what I mean, I was shooting with a youngster from around my town. And he got online and, you know, he started talking to girls, and I was talking to girls, and we was talking about going to AVN. But he started doing too much, so I had to let him go. And I had to make up for the shoots that me and him were supposed to do. Because I was going in, you know, as a producer, not a talent. You know what I mean? So I went in there, you know, you're not gonna mess up my name, bro. So, you know, I gotta throw myself in. And, you know, it turned out cool.
You took to it like a fish took the water, basically.
Yeah, I was all off top. I was already wanting to do it anyway, and you
Yeah.
know, I had the first one that I ever done. I did with Africa Sex, Big Titty Africa Sex. Me,
Woo! Yes,
me, and,
Lord.
me and Africa from like the same town, so we
Mm-hmm.
went to high school together, and we was working at the strip club, and she was like, "Man, I need
Mm-hmm.
you to shoot this video with me." So I go do the video with her, and I had a hangover. My shit wasn't working. I was like, "Oh no." So after that, I told myself after that shoot, I was like, you know what? I'm gonna do my own shit. And this is
Mm-hmm.
like 2000. So
Mm-hmm.
it was already in my head to do my own production, but you know, the male talent came later on. I had a relationship, and you know, shit went sour, and I was like, fuck it, let me get back to doing what I know how to do,
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
production.
because see, the crazy part of it is that it sometimes takes us getting in front of the camera to get the business rolling and to get
Right,
it done right.
right.
Period. And also, we have to give up that trust to the next person. How hard is it to give up that trust to the next male talent to know that he's going to be able to do it right? And what
Well,
does it take to give up that trust?
you know, I like working with new cats because I'm able to give them the know-how what they need to do before they go out there. I give them a chance. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Somebody had to give me a chance somewhere, so I give them
Mm-hmm.
a chance. So if they can feel the position or they can put up with the stress behind what we got to do as a male talent, I'll work with them.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? But I know being a male talent is not that easy when folks think oh man, I got a camera and I can just jump on woo woo woo. No, it ain't gonna be that easy. What if you got about 20 people in there?
Mm-hmm.
You know, you got light school and you got, you know, and you got to sit over here and get yourself ready.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
So where do your mind go to get yourself ready?
You know, I try to stay in focus with the chick. You
Mm-hmm.
know, because I'll do all my business first, but then I gotta cut all that off and go into this chick and
Mm-hmm.
focus on her, so I can get energy up out of her vibe. You know what I'm saying? You
Mm-hmm.
know, half the times we shoot with folks we don't even know, so we gotta try to
Mm-hmm.
get a vibe first and
Mm-hmm.
foremost, and then I got to go over there and get into my, as I call it, my pervert zone. You know, now,
Yeah.
yeah, I gotta shut everybody down and look at her a certain way and get that vibe off her, and then I go in.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
And no, go ahead. I'm sorry.
I got one of my homeboys. He's my cameraman. And I've been teaching him for the past couple of years, so he learned how to work with me, right?
Mm-hmm.
And he's like I said, he's my homie, so he know me on my regular life compared to my Mr. Mysterious. So
Mm-hmm.
when he saw me turn on one day, he's like, "Bro," he said, I saw you turn on every different girl. You turned to a different person on each one."
Mm-hmm.
And he said, "You tuned in with them, and then you locked in and you go."
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, sometimes it's like with the vibe, sometimes it's just like the naturalness. You know, I gotta let my personal meat away and let Mr. Mysterious come on out.
Mm-hmm. And how important it is to separate that business and personal, especially being a male talent.
It's very important, because you know, I had to tell a youngster this, one of the young guys, I put him on, and I was like, bro, you gotta look, this is business, it's not personal. You know, don't get in here try to cupcake the girls and doing extra stuff that you don't need to be doing. Because
Mm-hmm.
plain and simple, at the end of the day, you want to fuck her, and she's
Mm-hmm.
going to allow that. But when you get there doing all that extra stuff, that kills business.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And the thing is, we're trying to make some money together. Yeah, I'm not trying to mess up anything that's going to have to deal with my business, and I got to separate it.
Yeah. Because I think what's missing in the game is mentoring on both
Yeah,
sides, it's men and women. Speak to that.
yeah. Well, you know, I mean, I came in doing a lot of mentoring, not as the performer in general, but I was
Yeah.
just giving folks motivation, you know, some
Mm-hmm.
drive, some words that have them be like, okay, you know what, Mysterious said that shit, so I'm gonna run with it. You know, hey, the shit working for him. So, you know, and then I look into these other guys and I see like some of the mistakes that they're making.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And from in front of the camera to behind the camera, because you know
Give examples.
well, you know, in front of the camera, it's like, you know, blocking,
Mm-hmm.
putting yourself in the way where the light can't get to the shot.
Mm-hmm.
You know, being positioned wrong.
Mm-hmm.
Then what I mean behind on the outside is like, you know, when you watch a person's social media and they with the shenanigans on your social media, it's like, bro, your social media is your brand, period.
Mm-hmm.
So people is gonna go here to look for the goodness that you got, not none of the extra BS.
Mm-hmm.
But you don't like the extra BS, you know, that's sometimes it can be a good or bad thing for you. You know what I
True.
mean? I stay out the way. You know what I mean? I
Mm-hmm.
try to have a good name throughout the game regardless. So, you
Mm-hmm.
know, anything I try to squash it or get an understanding man to man first, you know what I mean? And then, you know, we'll go to the next level. But, you know, social media do not need to be knowing any of the background workings. If y'all
Mm-hmm.
got a problem within you know, your unit,
Mm-hmm.
you
Mm-hmm.
know.
Yeah, because a lot of people live that shit. Even back in what shit, 2010, 2012. I remember when the BBW game was really popping in Cali. And you
Woo.
saw so much beef. I
Yeah,
mean, beef. I mean, they talking about true to beef now. No, not like that. It got ugly.
man, you know, because I was out of the loop for a long time,
Yeah.
and I come on to Twitter, and I got to seeing stuff. It's like some of the stuff like high school, man, and I'm grown. I don't have no time for no high school.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so I try to stay clear of folks that got that type of stuff with them. You know, I give everybody a benefit of a doubt.
Mm-hmm.
But your social media shows that over and over. You know, that's not something I want to deal with. That's not nothing I want my brand to deal with.
Mm-hmm.
No, I
So
want
what?
people.
No, no, go
Go
ahead. Finish. I'm sorry. No, go ahead. Finish.
I want people to, you know, to say, you know, those people that here work with, you know, they're good, they're you know, they're open, they're down to give me some information to help me out in the long run.
Mm-hmm.
Cause you know, like we said, we up here in these 40s, late
Yeah.
40s going into the 50s. I ain't gonna be on there like that forever.
Oh yeah.
So, you know, I gotta be able to set my foundation, get my brand and business going, and then show the next young cats how to do it correctly, so they won't have to make no mistakes, or either that, or it'll just be easier for their flow.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because the game is really starting to favor the content creator in many ways,
Yeah,
especially now. You know,
yeah,
people. And be it that you've been in the game, in and out the game, just and speak to how money is being made by content creators back then versus now.
well, you know, it's funny to me because when I got in, I used to hear about the content exchange a while back, like MySpace days, and
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't getting it. I was like, "What you mean? You know, content exchange? How folks getting paid?" So I'm looking at the scenario now
Mm-hmm.
that I'm a content creator. I was like, "Oh, now I got the big picture, right?" Okay, back then it was just like the music labels. You always
Mm-hmm.
had this rapper or something that wanted to be signed to a label, right? So
Mm-hmm.
now you got this artist that want to be on one of these good porn labels,
Mm-hmm.
right? Boom.
Mm-hmm.
That's all we did. And then the porn labels was out there. They was doing the paid shoots.
Mm-hmm.
So now um you got social media that helps you. You got these platforms that you're allowed to put your stuff on and sell it with them being a distributor. So now you didn't went to the independent rap game. Now you're in your own independent label now. You can drop your own stuff. You can make your own money off.
Mm-hmm.
You know, content exchange. That's what I mostly do because it benefits both of us. Instead of me cashing you out, it benefits both of us in the long run, determined on how you promote your stuff.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and to be able to get content, folks got to pay tickets. You know what I'm saying? You got flights, cats got to make. You got rooms that got to be bought. You got, uh, cameramen, and you got male talent and all this stuff. And at the end of the day, you know, it's a big cost.
Yeah.
And if you're not at one of these labels or somebody that's just, I got money, you know what I mean? It's not going to be that easy unless you put your foot down and do the work.
Mm-hmm.
You
Now, the
got to
one thing I
get it.
want to ask, because you mentioned deals. Explain to people a porn deal, so people can understand what that is.
Porn deal is a one-time deal.
Okay.
You don't get no long-term money or like royalties off of porn.
Mm-hmm.
So if I pay you for a shoot, that's it. I'm paying you off for your rights. You don't get nothing. I mean, I might give you 2 or 3 pictures so you can throw in your social media, but I mean, everything that comes on with it, right? You know what I mean? And that's being nice because I paid you. You know what I'm saying? I cashed you out. So anything that I shot, anything that was recorded, that's all me, right? I can make long-term money return as long as I got the rights to this damn video. So, and there's somebody turning 18 tomorrow that want to watch some porn.
Shit, they
So,
watching porn at 17.
right, but they'll be able to have their own credit card and go do their.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, but you know what I'm saying? Somebody turning new, and that old video to them is new to somebody else.
Yeah.
I got videos that's up 2-3 years old, and all I got to do is go in there and redo a trailer and throw that shit back out. The motherfuckers gonna think it's brand new.
No, I'm gonna tell you what's funny. Plumber Pass do that now, but
Yeah,
that's between me and you though. But
bro.
I ain't mad at him because it's called
Man,
reintroducing
you got,
content,
you got to recycle your game, man.
basically. I ain't mad at
Recycle
him.
your shit. You know what I mean? Like I told my little homie, the one I'm teaching to be my cameraman. I said, bro, it's how you manipulate your content. It's your
Mm-hmm.
content. You know what I mean? Because other than that, that chick would have charged you $600, $700. He would have charged the dude that's fucking her would have charged you about $300. So boom, you
Mm-hmm.
already damn near about 10. And that don't have nothing to do with the room that you got to spend $100, $200 on. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
She gonna get hungry. So
Mm-hmm.
you want to be a gentleman and trade on the snacks and the grubs. So for real, you got to keep
Yeah.
This is it's like, how can I say it? Here we go back to the rap game. When you
Yeah.
when you book Snoop Dogg, right?
He
Snoop
go with the weed.
he gonna
He
need a
go.
weed.
You
He
know
gonna
what it
need
is.
a station. He gonna need his and you got to have all that shit just to even get that nigga there.
It's called a rider, ladies and gentlemen.
A rider. Bingo. So now but being in this industry right here, like I said, you don't get no royalties. So your royalties, you selling your individual unit. Now
Mm-hmm.
it's like you can sell your individual unit, you can sell your stream. You know what I mean? Folks are streaming music, so we're streaming video too. So now you
Mm-hmm.
got all different uh social medias and streaming platforms and platforms for selling that can get you out on different levels. You know what I mean? Because I'm up
Mm-hmm.
here laughing right now because I've been watching on Twitter and they talking about the OnlyFans.
Yes,
And
sir. I was about to ask you about that.
I've been talking about OnlyFans since it came out.
You want the only
Right?
one.
And like I keep saying, as me as a male, I don't see how it can work for me unless I'm
Mm-hmm.
doing gay content.
Yeah.
And which
Because
I ain't doing
honestly, I'm gonna tell you, to be honest with you, I only made $30 on that motherfucker.
that. Man.
Shit.
But
And
you
I
get these chicks on there though. You
yeah.
get these chicks on there, they know how to run that shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. But,
And I was trying
but
to game up with them.
mm-hmm.
Oh yeah. Go ahead.
No, because the thing to me is, like I was telling people, you have to have your stuff on multiple platforms. It's
Bingo.
reason for that because these platforms change up because the Visa, the MasterCard, the billing. Period. Because they're so afraid that that Visa MasterCard is going to step away.
Right.
And people keep forgetting OnlyFans was never made. Yeah. I know. Isn't that wrong? I would smoke it too, brother. Smoke.
Yeah, that was
smoke this over. That's the point. I'm smoking every time I do this. So, but like I said, it just, to me, like I told people, OnlyFans doesn't have a 2257. So, which meant that it was never meant for sex workers to begin with. They just got popular because of them.
Right.
Yeah.
And me myself, I was looking at, like, I was trying to tell one of my friends, I said, OnlyFans is just what it is. Only your fans. So,
Mm-hmm.
I said, determine on how you market in your OnlyFans. Only those people that come onto your shit is going to be able to see what's going down. I said, it's like a Twitter feed you got to pay for.
Mm-hmm.
Basically. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And folks is able to sell messages. But now you got that same scenario jumping off over here on mini feeds too.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And they got the 2257 platform. So, that's my platform in general right there, mini vids. You know what I mean? I don't give a damn about the distribution cut because it's still a good cut in general. Other than that, you're going to have to be out there and trying to distribute it to your shit. Distribute that shit yourself. You feel what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So you got a company that's already here. I'm going back to the rap game. We as an independent rap label, we want to get our new album on a distributor, right? Same thing with our porn. We got this new video, we need it on a distributor. So now we got it on MiniVids, which got 3 million people. I don't have to do the work to go out there and try to find these 3 million. These 3 million is already in-house, so they can slide by and hit me on accident.
MiniVids is Spotify. Go ahead.
Now, I'm still trying to learn the music platforms because I don't know that. And because I got a gang of shit to drop to the music side. But in general,
United Masters. That's all I'm going to say.
Okay. I heard about that.
Steve Stout. I'm already on there. Much love. Shouts out to him.
All right. Yeah, I'm just going to jump on that. But like I said, we need a distributor. So, if you are a content creator, you got to treat your content as if it was a business daily. You get up, you get on your fucking Twitter, you tweet out your shit, you get down, you sit there and edit your shit up, and you get on them different social medias and platforms and put them up there, and you do this shit every day. Folks is asking me, oh, do you think it's lucrative money for me to do it? It's up to you. You know what I mean? It's up to you on what you want to do, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm like this. I'm a tattoo artist in general, so I make my own. You know what I mean? I don't like making somebody else millions of dollars and they treat me all fucked up when I know I can go out here and hustle that same money for myself. You know what I mean? So that's why I put my all into what I'm doing. I edit my own shit. I do the motherfucking the flyers. I do the pictures. I shoot the videos. You know what I mean? I'm in this shit, like, other than the extra help that I get, the main shit is 100%. You know what I mean? As far as I don't have no big old group of people that's helping me push this shit on Twitter. I don't have a gang of people that's being my street team. I got to do this all myself. So everybody's you all responsible for as much as your own success that you put yourself into. You half-ass on the job. Don't get mad when you get half the money when you watching the next motherfucker fly past you.
Preach.
Straight up.
Preach. So I see that you have a close knit with a group of male talents. I see y'all do content trade parties. And I see that there's something that has been going on for a minute and been on the rise lately. Please explain the importance of the content trade party to the business itself.
All right. Well, I run with Team VP and Mr.
Shouts out.
Uh,
Shout out to
Mr.
Mr. Nuts.
Richard Mann, Don Prince, Jonathan Jordan, aka Pussy Bandit. We call the BBC Titans. The BBC Titans in general is a gangbang crew. So there's more than just us gentlemen. We still got Lord Black, the Dom. We got Wayne Wood. We got a couple of other brothers too. And then like I said, Team VP. I've just got into working with them within the last year, like real close knit. As far as Mr. Nuts, but I had worked with Don Prince probably within the last 2 years, and then I got on with Bandit with the BBC Titans within the last two. So and them brothers, them are some A1 solid jacks right there, Jack. That I deal with. These are gentlemen. You know what I mean? They want to see a black man go to the next level and like to come together. And then
that's the interesting thing about that group, y'all group is all black. Speak to that, because it's like you don't see a lot of in the entertainment industry, of any entertainment industry, a group of black men come together like that and work together, and it works. You get what I'm saying? It's no drama. Speak to that, man.
It's no drama. You know what I mean? For one, we're all black. For one and two, we're all men. So you know what I mean? We come together as men in general. We might have differences, but we could pull it.
Yeah, see, I'm gonna tell you before you say something. It's funny when I'm talking about some brotherhood shit. Funny. Now we were talking about some ratchet shit. This shit wouldn't even shit down. We talking about some work together. Ain't no goddamn drama. There ain't no Twitter beef. Ain't nobody sitting motherfucking videos complaining about I ain't get this and I ain't get this. These niggas working together like black people. My show shut off. Now please continue what you're saying, my brother.
Like I said, we're black and we're men. So first and foremost, as men, we can sit there, we can come and talk to each other. Even if there's a difference, we can still pull each other to the side and say, look, I felt this way, I felt that way. Okay, cool. Let's move on. We got better things to do. We don't have no differences as it is, but if there is anything that rise up, we know as men we can pull each other to the side and talk without having no confrontation. You know what I mean? And as being black men, you know what I mean, we all got to come together in general because we always getting the bad hand on anything anyway. Give us a bad rap, and when we doing something positive, then people need to see it. You need to give your people their flowers while they moving. You know what I mean? We all coming together, and when we come together, we all have a different part of the team, and we're all different players on the team, but we come to work as a unit. You know what I mean? So you got brothers that are on camera, and the ones that are coming up on camera, they learning from the next brother. You know what I mean? We got ideas. We're not just shooting on regular porn. We over here thinking about story plots and, how can we use 2 cameras? How can we do this? How can we make this look more cinematic? How much light do we need? You know what I mean? Do you got extra lights? Yeah, I got extra lights. Man, we'll go get mine out the bag. Let's do this. We pull together. You know what I mean? People like, when you do find a group of people and they're working like clockwork, you get in there and you play your part. You know what I mean? It's like a Super Bowl team, bro. You know what I mean? You everybody for the team, but we all got to play our part so we can win this damn trophy. We trying to get, I mean, I'm gonna keep it 100. I don't got none of these major labels coming out looking for me. I gotta go hit the ground running with my own stuff. You know what I'm saying? I gotta make myself the AVN award winner. You know what I mean? I don't have to. It's good to have those things.
But to a certain extent, isn't it really better to be independent than to be necessarily signed?
Man,
you get what I'm saying?
I am with independence all day. Mr. Nutt say it all the time. Independence is paramount. You know what I mean? Because you're able to control your own stuff. It's like we're going back to the rap game. How you gonna be a rapper without your own masters?
Basically.
You know what I mean? So now you own your own masters when you got your content.
Mm-hmm.
You could drop your album whenever you want. You know what I mean? It's up to you to juice it up, though. You know what I mean? Or as I used to say with the rappers too, all these rappers want the label to sign them and put their money, quote unquote, their money behind them, right? And they don't want to make an investment to their own self.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? You got to invest in yourself. I invested in my content parties. You know what I'm saying? You know,
Mm-hmm.
me and Mr. Nuts, we sat down and talked about what I wanted to do, how I wanted to bring people to the table, and we did it. You know what I mean? I threw up my money. And
Mm-hmm.
believe me, it wasn't no pat on the hand chunk. I mean, I'm taking care of everything.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And you know, I'm inviting everybody over to come and shoot. Camera people, girls, guys, we come together, we work together. Everybody get their content before they leave.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So it's a team effort. You know what I mean? I
Mm-hmm.
mean, when I come home, I don't have this. You know what I mean? I don't have a big squad of people that I know I can make this go and happen for the next couple of weeks. No, I gotta wait a month or two until we got to our next event.
Mm-hmm.
When I go to my next event, then I'm going in there working. I'm not going in there playing.
Mm-hmm.
The thing that I was trying to get to the youngsters' head about the game, you know what I mean, and the business and the personal. Okay, go in there. We're gonna have fun. You're gonna bank a couple of hot chicks out, woo, 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 but believe me, bro, it's business.
Mm-hmm.
So don't go in there playing around because you on somebody else's time. You're not just on yours.
Yeah, because there's a lot of shooting going on in that building. Nobody
Right,
got time to waste.
right.
Kill-
Believe me, I mean, because when I like having at least about 3 or 4 sets going at one time.
Mhm.
You know, and even if I'm on one, I still got 2 or 3 other ones going. I still got somebody in the house that's looking over stuff. You know what I mean? Believe me,
Mhm.
Richard Mann, he is my ace coon boom, so he gonna watch out for everything. You know what I
Mhm.
mean? He gonna watch out for everything, and I'm be getting texts in the middle of the shoot, like, "Hey, everything is cool."
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Just to see him work, because I did people don't understand. The man is it's three dudes in this industry that I always looked at: Prince Joshua,
Yeah,
him, and Wesley Pipes.
pipes. Yeah,
Because Pipes talk that shit,
yes, he
and
do.
Richard Mann, it's just you look at him, you be like, is he gonna do something? And then like it's like watching Jordan out this motherfucker.
Yeah.
It's like because sometimes do y'all just sit back and just watch a dude be like, man, this motherfucker is just killing it. The
Well, you
fuck.
well, you got to realize that I do a lot of Richard's personal shoots. So you know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean. He'll be like, "I want you to shoot it." You know what I mean? Because
Mm-hmm.
I I just shot so much of him that I know how he flows and how he moves.
Mm-hmm.
If he go one direction, I'm going to.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like I turn into the hype man. You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean on
Mm-hmm.
stage. So
Mm-hmm.
I got. And it is my job to make him look good. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? Being behind that camera. But yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I see him, and I can tell right what he finna do. I said, "Oh, he finna choke her right now. Hold on, let me get in there."
But see, that's the key. Speak to the chemistry and how important the chemistry is to making good scenes with the
Man,
cameraman guys and the girls and all that.
you know, chemistry has to be good. The cameraman has to be good in general. But
Mm-hmm.
if he know his partners that he working with,
Mm-hmm.
then he knows what they do. You know what I mean? And I've shot Richard so many times that I know if he move a certain way, he finna do a certain thing.
Mm-hmm.
So, and then you got to realize too that some of the stuff we compacted in little areas, or we got stuff that we don't want to show in the background, so we trying to keep it compact in a certain way, and you still got to make the best of it.
Mm-hmm.
But you got to read your people, and then he know I'll get on and tap him on the shoulder real quick, be like, "Rich, you
Mm-hmm.
got to open up." You know, give me the pocket. I'm trying to get in there and see it. I got to get the pocket. You know, and knowing that, you know, with him being a male performer that then shot with a bunch of different people, he understands the person. So he know how to give him that area so they can get a good shot in there. And you know, we just go hand in hand. And then like some of the other brothers that I shoot with, you know, I do the same thing with them. I know they vibes. You know, we work good.
And two, also the importance of mentoring in this game. The fact that you got the opportunity to be mentored by Richard Mann, the guy that's basically practically a legend in the business. Speak to mentoring and how important it is in this day and age, especially in this day and age when it comes to business.
It's funny because me and Richard's relationship is kind of crazy because we mentoring each other. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know, when I first got into the game, you know, me and Rich, we met off of some graphics that I did, and he wanted to know about, you know, what all I do. So I told him, and he told me what to do. And you know, even though he told me, and like we both was shooting with the same girl, because we both like close in area. You know, he's like an hour away from me, so we was both shooting with the same girl, and we finally met, and we kicked it off real good. You know what I mean? So, you know, as time progressed, he would call me and ask me to come and shoot with him and come and do camera work. But I wasn't nowhere near what he was doing or the crew that he was working with or nothing. I'm still out here on my own. So he kept saying, come to AVN. And one year I finally did it. And he saw me. He was like, oh, you really came. Yeah, I listened to what you said. And boom. Next thing you know, I'm at the next one. He's like, oh, you coming.
Yeah.
So then, you know, he called me one day and asked me, he was like, man, I want you to be my cameraman. You want to go on some trips with me? And from there, it just started snowball effect. It just kept on going. So, you know, I learned a lot from him, you know, about the industry in general, you know, about the labels and all that stuff. And then I've learned a lot about being the performer. You know what I mean? Because I know him off camera. So
yeah.
You know, people, you know, I told him, I said, they don't know that you just so kind and humble and all that stuff, but they see the big bad wolf on the video.
yeah. Because sometimes, even when I met him, he was just cool. We just talked for a minute. I know he was busy, but he's just a cool cat. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But the thing I wanted to ask you was, when it comes to ladies that you look to work with, what qualities do you look for, qualifications that make you pick the ladies that you work with and do shoots with?
Well, plain and simple, I like the nasty ones. I'm gonna keep it real straight. I'm gonna keep it real straight forward. You know, I like, as we call them, the 3-hole sluts. But I'm kind of open to every size and color. I'm about variety, so I don't know about some of these other guys, but first and foremost, I like BBWs. So you know, that's my number one compared to going. You know, some people are like, I need a super thick girl. No, I like my BBWs, and then I'll go around. But I mean, I like a beautiful girl that likes to get nasty. You know what I mean? That like to let their hair down and don't come with the fake shit. You know what I mean? We see a lot of the fake on, you know, the mainstream style videos. And, you know, one thing that I had somebody tell me was like, I like your shit because it's raw. The girls ain't fake. You know what I mean? You banging them up, and that's what you're getting. You know, you're not getting all exaggerated stuff. I like girls that
Hello?
their blowjobs, or if it's their hair color, or you know what I'm saying. I like the freaks. I like something that kind of stands out. Also, with my Myster Mysterious and the circus deal that I got going on. I like girls that are unique freaks, so I could do something different, like the contortionists, uh,
Mm-hmm.
the Amazon 6 foot girls. You know what I'm saying? Because I got this thing called the Circus of the Freaks. So
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to get all styles, and then I got the thick girl shit. I got milfs. I got busty girls. I like to cater to everything with Mysterious Productions.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So, with that being said, we all run into misconceptions. We all do. Um, what's some of the misconceptions that you run into as a male producer, talent, or what have you, personally as well as professionally? And the second part of that is not giving away whether you single or got a girlfriend. Do you think people like us have a hard time dating?
Um, I would say yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I would say yeah. Um, if they're not from the alternative lifestyle in general.
Okay.
Um, I know a couple of people that are married and their relationships are A1. And like my
Mm-hmm.
boy, my partner, he didn't understand it when he first saw uh, a girl sucking on my dick and then talking on her husband on the phone, talking about, "Hi, love, I'm about to get ready to shoot." And he come in there and give her this big hug and all this. I said, "Look, you got to realize, sex is what they do. You know what I mean? But
Mm-hmm.
their personal relationship, that's them. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
They love each other purely. So the act of the sex don't have nothing to do with how they care about each other. Now, if a
Yeah.
person's already in the alternative lifestyle and they're already, to where they're a couple that's already having sex with other people, then it'd probably be different. But if they're
Mm-hmm.
just in general, or they're trying to date a civilian, that's somebody that's not in the industry,
Mm-hmm.
it's going to be hard for that because you're still going to have that jealousy issue and all this other stuff. The lifestylers don't do that. That's why they get to play like that, where they go out and go to the swingers clubs.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you still got
Yeah,
to
but
go and be a gentleman and ask the gentleman, can you play with his wife at a swingers
mm-hmm.
event? So
Yeah.
you can't go. At the end of the day, it's still about being a gentleman and a man to everything that's going down. You can't just get beside yourself and think you can just go in here fucking on everybody, just because you're the man and you got a 6 foot dick. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
No, it's still uh, rules to each part of society that you got to deal with.
Mm-hmm.
If you're dealing with swingers or you're dealing with a relationship like this, you know, there's a part of that society that you got to live up to have it.
Mm-hmm. So shoot. So when it comes to, because I got to ask all male towns this. We deal with the hardest part of our business is we got to stay fucking hard.
Right.
So being that you're a male talent, very experienced male talent, what's some of the things that you do to help keep yourself hard on set? Period. Because even to me, I tell a motherfucker, quit. Don't be scared to get a blue chew. Don't be scared to take your ass over there to the convenience store and get what you need to get with the pills,
Right.
because this ain't you just fucking a bitch. You trying to get this scene looking pretty. So please speak to that.
Well, it's a job, and you got to do what you got to do to get the job done. You know, um, but I've learned through the years, it's all mental.
Mm-hmm.
It's all mental, bro. If you are not in tune with your own body, and that's what I was trying to tell folks before, you gotta learn you before you think you come out here with this 30 foot dick and think you can knock everything down. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If you got a 30 foot dick and you can't get the motherfucker up, then you know what I mean. You got something going on inside you. So you gotta be able to is go into your brain. If your
Mm-hmm.
brain is not in tune with what's going down, you're gonna fuck it up. And,
Mm-hmm.
and that's what happened to me on my first shoot. I'm up here doing that shoot with Africa. Everything is going cool. Everything,
Mm-hmm.
man, everything nice. The door swung open and 7 people walked in. And it said, dude. Dude. I'm like, oh no. So and it was funny one time too, because a couple of years ago this was happening. And I was like, man, I don't know why is it. I had shot with a girl 3 times, and each shot was not happening. Right?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm up here,
I've been there.
Yeah, man,
I've
believe
been
me,
there.
everybody's gonna be there once or twice. So,
Yeah.
but the thing is not to get frustrated, not to throw in the towel, not to give up and say I quit the business. You know what I mean? No, you just have it's a fucked up game. You know what I'm saying? You just got an off day. So you got to come back. And I had sat there, I had seen Mr. Marcus one day, and I pulled him to the side when nobody was around. I was like, look, Mark, man, I had a couple of fails on my shoots, bro. What can I do to, whoop to whoop this, whoop to whoop that? He's like, man, bro. He said, man, you just gotta stay in your mind. He said, look, she don't see what you thinking. He said, you might be thinking, you got a chick right here. She might not be the hottest thing, but in your mind, she's this. So you got to stay in your mind. I was like, okay. But when he said she don't know what you thinking, I was like, okay. And I went back the next day and knocked that shootout with that girl. But now that I done got things moving in general, so now I like keeping some type of lube close in hand. More of a I would say liquidy coconut oil. So I can keep my masturbation going, but also I can make my head of my penis sensitive. So if I'm, in case I need to pull off the pop.
See, you a master because y'all be doing the gangbang. See, I have yet to do a gang. I have never
Yeah.
got a chance to gangbang. So, you know what I'm saying? Because even
Hey.
with me, like for example, people don't understand like repetition.
Right.
Like with me, like my first scene, it helps when I eat the pussy first.
Right.
Because it gets me going, gets her going, then my dick is ready. And
Right.
then where when you try to go in to put you let her do the head first, but then we're like, wait a second, damn, she done bored you out.
And that's the funny part is too, because sometimes it's like, we'll just say like this: your body is talking on its own, not you talking for your body.
Yeah.
Right? So boom, sometimes I'm like, man, I need a blasted head job, but then she give me the head and I'll be like, no, that's not it.
Yeah.
That's not it. And then I gotta go eat the pussy and I'll be like, that's it.
Yeah.
Or she gotta bend over a certain way. That's it. Or I got, and that's where it comes back to your mind. So you got to go back to your mind to help you find that one that's gonna do it for you. You know what I mean? Like I tell my motherfucker all the time, I don't watch porn like that. I watch compilations. Because the compilations are going bow, 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 bow. They're hitting back to back. So I don't know which one might just hit me. You know what I mean? The thing is that we're triggering up the mind in general. So, you know what I mean? And you got to trigger your mind. And I've learned this one from a stripper. I was out in Atlanta, finna get ready to do my little rap show at this Mel Review. And I asked him, I put him aside, I said, bro, how y'all keep y'all dicks hard, you know what I mean, when you got to get ready to go perform? And he was like, at first, I used to sit there and watch porn. He said, but now I just think of the nastiest shit in my head, and boom, there it goes. And then I tie my shit up and I'm ready to perform.
Yeah.
I said, oh, thank you. Hey, look, believe me, that shit was over 10 years ago. That's some game right there. I never forgot.
That's serious. But look, I'm seeing look at you with what her name, I Love Shauna.
Yeah.
Damn, man, that was how that scene, man.
Oh man, it was.
It
was.
Oh, man, I did an interview with her.
Shauna is sexy, that sexy MILF. She got a cool little attitude vibe about her.
Yeah, she was nice to talk to.
Yeah.
Yeah,
she was nice to work with.
Yeah, cause I see y'all have good picks of chicks.
Yeah.
And stuff like even to the even to like how photogenic they are and the whole nine. Plus, I see y'all stick to the brand. How important is to stay on brand?
It's very important because you start moving around and doing something that something new. People ain't gonna get it right away.
Mm-hmm.
So you still got to bring that look. It's like I told Richard, it's like, man, every time that I throw up a trailer, you're gonna tell that's one of my trailers.
Mm-hmm.
You're gonna be able to do it. So and not only that, I'm doing what I got to do to constantly put myself in your face. I got this top hat everywhere.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? Yeah. So now, and that's part of my branding. And now that didn't even went into my look. So now I'm trying to get the twisted mustache. You know what I mean? The outfit, all that stuff. Like I said, when people see and hear about Myster Mysterious, they go automatically draw in. It's like Snoop Dogg. You hear Snoop Dogg, then you know what Snoop Dogg look like. You're gonna think about the Chucks and he from LA and all that stuff. So that's what it is. It's all about branding. And my main thing too is to make sure that, especially if you're a content producer that's male, you need to brand those chicks that are on your stuff.
Yeah.
Their name got to be bigger than yours. You know what I'm saying? Because they don't want to make you the money.
Yeah.
So man, you got to be branding everything. Stamp your name on everything.
It's because it's about getting that back end. That was about counting that back end, people. That's why we do this. That we do this.
For real.
Tell everybody where they can find you, bro.
All right, man. I got a bunch of spots where they can go and get me. If you're a tweeter, you can hit me at Mysterious FMXX, 2 X's, not 3. If you want to get some of my material, I have MysteriousXXXProductions.com. That'll lead you to my clips for sale. I got MysteriousProductionsMV.com, which will lead you to my mini vids. And then I got BigBeautifulBabiesMV.com, which will lead you to my BBW section of my work. So I got a whole separate stuff from my Mysterious Productions. I did a whole BBW brand, which is Beautiful Babies. And anybody that wants to do some content sharing, you can definitely hit me up on my Twitter. Hit me with an inbox. Let's talk about it. See where we can meet at. I'm out here in Northern California, by Sacramento, San Francisco, Oakland area, or I can meet you out in Las Vegas and we can get some work done.
See? Man, we didn't even get to a lot of shit, so you're coming back, right?
What's up?
Right? You know that, right?
Hey man, I can come back all day, man. You a brother that I can chop up game with all day.
Yeah, and tell Richard he need to holler at me. He need to get on the pod.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna get him.
He need to get
as soon as we get off.
I've been waiting for him. Yeah, I got the legend on here, man. I got the legend on here.
Yep, I'll tap in with him.
Okay then. So with that, more definitely. But with that being said, life is a learning experience. What's the point of experience? You didn't learn anything. Smoke that over. Thank you for coming to the lounge, bro.
All right, thank you, fam.
All right, then take care. Peace.
All right, for sure. Go.